everyone, what's up? I hope you're all doing great. So today is going to be more of an informative video. I decided to do this video because I get a lot of comments on people telling me that they don't find the cute things that I find at my Homegoods or Tjmaxx or Marshalls, or you guys don't find a lot of the unique pieces that I find. So I decided to do this video to help you guys out and teach you the ways that I shop. These ways have worked for me amazingly, so I wanted to share them with you all. Keep in mind, I'm not a professional. I am not sponsored by none of these stores. I just wanted to share this with you guys to help you out, and so that you can also find all of these beautiful pieces and all of the things that I show you on my home decor hauls. So without further ado, if you're interested in any of this stuff or my tips on how to shop at these stores, then just keep on watching. Tip number one is going to be make sure to go to these stores not having a time limit. I suggest going to these stores with 45 minutes to an hour to be able to look around the entire store. Me myself, I've tried to go to these stores in a rush or leaving my husband in the car, and it's just kind of like stressful, and basically I never find anything because I know I'm rushing. I'm basically sprinting through the store trying to find something, and I can't concentrate because I know I'm in a rush or I know my husband is in the car. I don't suggest going to these stores rushing because you're not going to find anything and you're just going to stress yourself out. So I always recommend going into these stores with no time limit, 45 minutes to an hour basically in each store. Tip number two is if you find something that you like at that moment, put it in your cart and secure that piece. I can't stress this enough. If you like something, make sure to put it in your cart. I've liked something and left it and just said, you know what, if I want it at the end of me going around the store, I'll go back and grab it. When I go back, it's no longer there, and you don't know how much I regret not grabbing it that instant that I was looking at it. Even if you don't end up buying it, it's okay. Basically, you're just securing that item. If you want it at the end, go ahead and buy it. If not, just go and put it back. You're not wasting any time. You're not wasting any money. You're just securing that one piece and making sure that if you do want it at the end, you have it and you're not gonna have any regrets. Tip number three is Google Maps every single location to Homegoods, Tjmaxx, and Marshalls. This is crucial to your shopping trips. I literally go to so many Homegoods and so many Tjmaxx and Marshalls because when I'm looking for a specific item, sometimes these stores don't carry the exact amount of product that you're looking for. Think of it as kind of like a limited edition product. Basically, when someone puts out a limited edition product, they have a limited amount of quantity. So with Homegoods, I think of it like, yes, it is limited edition. So for instance, if you like a pillow that it's a certain print and you want 4 of them, but in your local Homegoods they only have 1. This is why I suggest Google mapping all the other locations, because if you only find that one pillow in that one store, chances are if you drive to another store they'll have 2 or 3 or 4, or you might not find any at all. But if you really want that item, driving to another store is going to give you more of a chance to find that other one that you want, that 3rd or 4th one that you want. So that's why I always recommend knowing your locations and knowing how far you have to drive. You can also call the stores, but sometimes I don't like doing that because if the employee likes the item, I feel like they're not gonna tell me the truth. So I don't know, that's just the way that I think. I just like knowing where all my locations are, and I love going to different stores because they have different pieces and different products. Tip number 4 is be a digger. I don't know if that's the proper wording, but what I mean by being a digger is when you're shopping in these stores, you have to go through every single aisle and every single section in these stores. I can't tell you how many times I've found some amazing pieces just by digging in through the aisles or inside but you know what I'm talking, the shelves or whatever. I've looked through them and people, I don't know if people are hiding things or they just put stuff back because they don't want it. I find some amazing things, guys. For my tip number 4, be a digger. Look through every aisle, and that's why in tip number 1, I'm telling you guys, you need to go to these stores with no time limit because you need to dig. It is so important to dig because that's how you find unique pieces, pink stuff that's hidden by customers that want to come back and get it, stuff like that. So be a digger. Tip number 5 is always go through the clearance aisle. I know, trust me, these aisles are so overwhelming. They're always so messy. I can't stand it myself, but it is so worth it, guys, to go through the clearance aisle. I've found some beautiful items, some really inexpensive items, just like overall great pieces. I found a Kate Spade oven mitt in the clearance aisle. So that tells you guys, it is so worth it, because at the end of the day, if you find an amazing product, it was worth digging through all that crap and all that mess. So I always recommend checking the clearance aisle, even though it is so overwhelming. You don't want to miss out on finding something amazing just because there's a ridiculous mess in that aisle. You know what I mean? So tip number 6 is for the people that are not shy, that are very aggressive like me. Honestly, when I'm trying to find something, I don't care. Like, I am so aggressive, and when I want something, I'm gonna go get it. So my tip number 6 is getting to know the employees of that store. Not so much personal, but just basically so that the employees can know who you are. For instance, in my store, I introduced myself to the girls because they kept seeing me there, and I'm going to be a regular there, so I don't want them to look at me like, who the hell is this weirdo always coming here and not buying anything, you know what I mean? So I introduced myself and let them know, like, you know, hey, I'm gonna be one of your regulars. I love pink home decor, or basically anything that's unique, so you're gonna be seeing me here a lot. I might not buy things sometimes, so you know, I don't want you to think that I'm just this weirdo, like just walking in and out of this store weekly. Basically, that's why I introduced myself, because I didn't want them to look at me like I'm crazy. Another reason why I introduced myself is because I let them know that if they ever see anything unique and pink, to call me. Like, yes, they have my number. You kind of open doors by introducing yourself to these people, and they're really nice, and they always, like, you know, just look out for me when I'm in the store, and they tell me like, hey, there's like new pink stuff, go over there and check it out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not shy, or you don't mind talking to people you never met before, then I always recommend just introducing yourself to the employees and getting to know them a little bit better, so they can help you out and they don't look at you like, you know, you're weird, just always in the store and never buying anything. You know what I mean? Okay, so tip number 7 is gonna seem a little weird or funny to some of you, but tip number 7 is follow me on Instagram. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I post certain things on my Instagram when I feel like I'm not gonna post my shop with me videos as soon as I want to. So basically, when I find something that I think is so adorable and so pretty, I usually post it on my Instagram first, so that you guys can run to your store and try to see if you can find it, or maybe, you know, just keep your eyes open for that specific item. Like I said, I am a regular at these stores, so that means I'm constantly in there looking at the products, so I know what's new and what's old. That's why I can tell you guys when to run and, you know, look for that specific item. For example, the other day I posted a picture of 2 Oliver Gal wall arts that I found at my Homegoods, and this girl wrote me a comment like, I never find anything cute like that in my stores, I wish I would, or whatever. So I wrote to her and I was like, you know what, these products are new, just go check your store this weekend. If you have the time, you might be able to find them. So long story short, she ended up writing to me and letting me know that she actually found both of them. She did have to drive to 2 different stores, but she found them. So it made me really happy because I helped someone out and she found what she was looking for. So that's why I'm telling you guys to follow me on Instagram, because I'll usually post the pictures of something and let you guys know, like, run to your nearest store or look at this adorable thing that I found. So follow me there. This is my name. I'll put it here or here, I'm not sure, or I'll just link it down below. Okay, so tip number 8 is gonna seem a little crazy or excessive to some of you guys, but honestly, this is really important for those of you that are seeking to find things that I find, or, you know, those unique pieces that you see going around Instagram or on YouTube. So if you want to find the things that I find, or unique pieces, besides all the other tips that I gave you, if you don't want to do any of that, this tip is probably the most important. Tip number 8 is you constantly have to be at these stores. I know it sounds excessive, I know it sounds a little crazy, but if you're constantly in the stores, you know exactly what's new, what's old, and you know when to shop and when not to shop. I can honestly say that I'm at these stores probably 3 to 4 times weekly, but this is what I do and this is how I post my pictures and my videos, and honestly I really love doing it. I love being in these stores. They just give me so much inspiration. This is something I enjoy, but if you guys, you know, are passionate about home decor and finding unique pieces, then this is what I suggest for tip number 8. Always constantly shop in these stores or go there maybe two times a week is enough for you guys, because honestly I go to post pictures for you guys and post shop with me videos, but you guys don't have to do that. So if you go maybe twice a week, and you'll see that you'll end up finding way more things that way. It takes time and it takes patience, and if you want to find these things, you constantly have to be in these stores. It is what it is. Tip number 9 is know your store's hours. So for instance, one of my stores probably opens at 9:30 during the week, and in the weekends at 10 or 11. I'm not too sure about that. Usually I'll Google it if I know I'm gonna go. I highly recommend knowing the times if you plan on doing a trip like the following day. Google the time that the store opens, because tip number 9 is know the hours so that you can make it there right when the store opens or half an hour after it opens. The reason why I'm telling you this is because when they're putting out inventory, they're doing it right in the morning, so you could get your hands on things that are even on the carts that they're putting stuff out. That's how I've found some amazing things, is when the store opens, I'm right there, or literally a half an hour after the store opens, because all of their inventory is still on carts. So I'm not shy, like I told you guys, so I'll look through their carts, and if I like something I will grab it. I don't care, because like it doesn't matter, they're putting it out anyways and they're trying to sell it, so that's why I don't care. So that's what I'm saying, like know the hours, Google it the day before you're going to the store so that you can make it there right when the store opens or half an hour. And tip number 10 is the last and most important tip of all. So please always remember this. The last tip is to know when these stores are getting a shipment in. For instance, one of my stores gets their shipment in on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So most of these stores get shipments in more than 2 times a week. So I know usually to go to my stores on these days, because I personally asked when they get their shipments in and they were okay with telling me. Now I'm not sure if your store will share that with you guys, but it doesn't hurt to try. So I highly recommend asking the employees when they get their shipments in, and if they tell you, then that is the best time to go. And like I said, go right when the store opens or a half an hour after the store opens to give them enough time to take things out from the back, you know what I mean? That's very, very important, guys, to know when the shipments come in, because that's when the new stuff comes in and that's when you get first dibs on everything. That is the most important tip of all. With that tip, I want to include that you need to know how your stores work. So for instance, one of my stores that is the closest to me, I know that the employees work a little slower. They take their time with putting stuff out from the back and whatnot. So that store I usually hit up maybe at like noon or 1 after everything's out, and I could look through the carts that they're pushing stuff out. Everything won't be put away, but like I said, I'm not shy, so I'll look through the carts. But another store that's 15 to 20 minutes away from me, I know that they work really fast, so I know to be there right when the store opens. So know your store, know the employees, and know how quick they work, or know if they're slow or if they take their time, then you know exactly when to go into the stores. Alright guys, so I truly hope this video was helpful and informative for you all that think you don't find things at your stores. This is the reasons why I gave you my tips. Hopefully with these tips it will help you to find more unique things and more girly cute stuff that I show you guys. So I hope it was very helpful for you guys. If you have any more questions, if I didn't touch on a certain subject, make sure to leave a question down below and I will try to answer it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video.